Hi guys, welcome to your daily tarot reading for Saturday the 28th of November 2020. Thanks for joining me. I'm using the Wild Unknown Tarot for this reading. Let's see what the cards have to say about Saturday. So I'm going to choose 3 cards here. Let's have a look. First card we have got the Death card. Okay, so we've got Death, the 7 of Cups, and the 2 of Wands. Okay. Death is about endings. It's about a natural process of life that you don't have control over. And it's things coming to an end. It's really putting one thing to rest so that something new can come in. It's quite gruesome in this deck. I mean, we've got the skeleton of a crow here or some sort of bird. And it's just something that used to be that no longer is. So it's giving up on something, letting go of something that has moved on, that if you're kind of trying to keep it alive as such, if you're resuscitating it, if you're continuing to put energy into something that has no life of its own, then that's a waste of energy. So it's saying that, first of all, the focus needs to change because something in your life is shifted, so it's important that you shift along with it. Continuing to go along the same lines, on the same track, on the same path that you've been on isn't going to work anymore because life changes every day and you need to change along with it if you want to be connected with this process of life, or otherwise you're going to end up in these dead ends which don't lead anywhere. The 7 of Cups is about listening to your intuition. Oh, so interesting that we've got an eclipse here, or a full moon, because the sun and the moon are 180 degrees away from each other. In astrology, that would be a full moon, and obviously this would be a circle then, but they've done it as a crescent moon, I think, so it's still recognizable as the moon rather than the sun. It's interesting because I've just made a video on the full moon in Gemini, which happens on the 30th of November, and that's an eclipse. So it's really significant. Eclipses last for about 6 months, or the influence of the eclipse lasts 6 months anyway. And here we've got the sun at the bottom. So what you're really tuned into is your energy, your identity, your sense of purpose and drive. And then here on top of the mountains, up here in the sky, we've got the moon. So what may feel a little bit difficult is to suss out exactly what it is you're feeling, what it is that your guidance wants you to do. It makes it a little bit nebulous. And the cups here, each one of these represents a dream. And in the center, we've got a cup that's upside down. So it's so interesting, this card. You have all these options available to you, but because of the lack of clarity, it's much easier to just look at the past and what hasn't worked, the dreams that haven't worked out. I mean, that makes sense. Hindsight is 20/20. We can all look at the past and say, oh, that didn't work, how horrible. But it takes a little bit of discipline to say, okay, I accept that, it is what it is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on all these other amazing opportunities that are available to me. And if you want to get to the top of the mountain, it's important not to feel like the moon is this external, faraway thing. So your own intuition, your psychic ability, your own guidance, your own dreams and thoughts and feelings are really important, and they're not this lofty ideal away in the sky. There's something that they're things that reside in you right now. So you don't need to feel like you have to get somewhere or you have to work hard to attain something that is outside of you. It all lives inside, and it's just a matter of perspective. You turn things around. If you take the negative and you say, well, I learned something from it, I got through it, then you're in touch with those feelings that you're meant to be in touch with, and all the water falls down on you and you'll be even more inspired, and your sunny, bright future is something that then seems like it's out there, it's possible. So it's really important to exercise that discipline when it comes to the way you look at your circumstances. You're not dead yet. Your life continues. And because you're still here, you're able to regenerate and change. and you're able to look at things not as black and white and good and bad. You're able to see the opportunities you have within all of that. And that opens a new doorway for you. The Two of Wands is you taking charge of your life and saying, this is where I want to go. No one's going to get me there. I'm going to get me there. And the Two of Wands, you can see them kind of pointing to something out here, and it creates a doorway. So you're able to let go of the past, the things that have not worked out. You're able to take one or two of these dreams that you've got for the future, things that have not been realized yet, and you're able to choose one or two. Don't choose 6, that's overwhelming. Choose 2. That opens certain doors. So I want to be an accountant, so I'm going to start learning how to keep the books. I'm going to sign up for a course. Or I want to have my own business, so I'm either going to look at how I get people to know I exist, or I'm going to take a class in business studies, or I'm going to speak to someone who's been there and done it. And those are all practical ways of moving forward with an idea. So the death thing is really important because it gives way, or it makes space for you to let this negativity fall away, and for you not to just be focused on the past, and for you to make the space then to take one of these cups and to put it in the center of your consciousness and to say, this is what I care about. This is what I feel to be important. It motivates me. It gives me a sense of hope. It gives me a sense of enthusiasm. And here we've got the chakra system as the kind of horizon. So we've got the root chakra red, then we've got sacral orange, the solar plexus, heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye, crown chakra. You're in perfect alignment with yourself. So even though things may seem a little bit difficult, the good news is that you're really able to tap into your feelings. And that's where the discipline comes in. You can either spend the whole day looking at what hasn't worked out, or you can say, okay, that didn't work. I accept that. And we're going to look at what hasn't been worked on yet and the things I can realize. That then generates the heat and opens the door for you to move forward. And it's because you're in perfect alignment with yourself. So it's a fabulous day to move ahead by listening to your gut. Number-wise, we've got 13, and 7 is 20, and 2 is 22. Wow, 22 is the master number of the builder. So please, it's so important that you listen to your own hopes and dreams, your own guidance, because it's a day where you can still brainstorm and you can exercise that discipline, that perspective, and say, hey, hang on, I know some stuff is negative. I'm not going to look at that. I'm going to deliberately look at the positives. And by exercising that control, you open a door. So it's not like you get a letter in the post saying, congrats, you've been invited to be on Good Morning Britain. No, it's about saying, hey, I want to be on Good Morning Britain. How do I get there? Oh, it's by, I don't know, being the really exceptional when it comes to writing or painting or doing intuitive readings or whatever it may be. And that's going to generate energy, which opens things up, which allows you to move ahead. And because it's a 22, this new path that you're going to be on is a path that you're going to be on for a while. And it's something really concrete and solid, which will allow you to realize your hopes and dreams. And maybe it's just one, but then let's say that the dream is to have your own house. Once you've realized that, then another dream can come to the surface and you can deal with that once you've achieved number 1. But you've got to start somewhere, and today you get started somewhere. Have a wonderful day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website, gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to order your reading with me. If you like this video, then please click subscribe, share the video online, and hit the like button if you like it. Have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.